Heart of Asia Istanbul process was established 8 years ago as a platform to encourage cooperation between Afghanistan and its neighbors. This year's conference comes at a critical time. It's right before the results of the Afghan presidential elections are due to be announced. The US has also restarted talks with the Taliban in Doha to withdraw from a war that President Donald Trump has called endless and ridiculous. We sat down with Afghanistan's newly appointed foreign minister to talk about the challenges facing his country. The US has resumed talks with the Taliban in Doha after a 3-month pause. To what extent do you feel that the Afghan government's concerns have been addressed in this new round of negotiations?
We see it a new start in which the terms and conditions and the framework agreement would be renegotiated with Taliban. And in the new round, we have been assured that 2 new options will also be discussed with Taliban, including a potential ceasefire. And we need some clarifications from Taliban on their relationship with certain countries in the region.
Critics of the Doha talks, including the Afghan government, have maintained that lasting and comprehensive peace will only happen if there is a regional shift in policy, in positive engagement with Afghanistan, especially in economic terms. Do you think that the Istanbul process has the leverage to realize this?
Our foreign policy in future would be heavily dictated by economic interests of our country in the region with the regional countries. In this regard, yes, we understand that the Heart of Asia Istanbul process has the leverage in terms of enhancing multilateral relationship with the countries of the region. It can help us in terms of addressing some of the core issues that impedes regional connectivity and economic integration, including peace process, countering the extremism and terrorism.
Do you see a genuine shift of policy in Pakistan?
We have an evolving sort of a situation with Pakistan. We understand that both countries have their own points of views on different issues. We have the established bilateral mechanisms through which we need to address issues that concern each other.
Well, the Istanbul process brings together Iran, Pakistan, China, and Russia, who increasingly appear to be speaking with one voice on Afghanistan. Yet its major patron, the United States, is increasingly at odds with these countries and has imposed sanctions. How does Afghanistan balance this?
The government of Afghanistan will continue to use its geopolitical location in order to become a hub of cooperation between the powers and countries of the region. We have done that in the past, where different countries with conflicting agendas have come up to work with Afghanistan on a specific project or ideas. We will continue to pursue that approach in future too. And this is my understanding that the countries of Central Asia, they are looking towards south now, and our future economic prosperity lies in the north. So we will continue to use these options and continue to become a bridge between Central Asia and South Asia.
How does the Afghan government feel when the Taliban is received by regional countries and neighboring countries, almost like representatives of state?
We have resentments on the way they have been treated in the countries of the region, and we understand and we have informed those countries that such treatment of Taliban may impact our bilateral relationship with those countries. And we are hopeful, we are closely observing the situation in Doha, talks between the United States and the Taliban. And we are hopeful that one of the results of the talks in Doha would be start of direct negotiations between the state of Afghanistan and the Taliban.